Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Rockets head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Toledo's offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Rockets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Bond. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Rockets are flying down the field. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. This guy's reliable, doesn't mind doing the dirty work. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. Still on his feet at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Bringing the heat. He's got him. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletes.
Could be an alley. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this
breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Rockets! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to throw it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make... One-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Rockets, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Smith. On the move is the 30. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Snap in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It's complete to the left. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
To the air, it's Mendoza. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On the run, fires downfield. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They punted away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your...
And the ball slipped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. This time he wants to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or two to get back in this football game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's the Tigers looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game in Athens. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Snagged out in the air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. It's caught.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's long. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rockets will hustle to the line. Going to the run, it's Smith. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Quick tempo here for the offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Rockets! And the route is on.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Homer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down, now they're staring at 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can.
Oh, he's got some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Rockets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Finds us back in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking long. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Jukes his way for more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. period. Now the play fake. Finds his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Flip, flip, flip. Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Where did he go?
They're going to run it. Nice move there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toledo. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hart. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Right down the gut of the field. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bobcats. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better. Punt, and he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Run inside. It's Hart.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Steps away to find some room. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Makes a catch. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. Got a man. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give as they work on that clock. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Throws for the tight end. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown Rockets! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They're working that left side. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
Touchdown, Bobcats! Once he got some room, it was over. They'll line up to go for 2. Goes to the option. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play to pad the stats. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.